Before we begin, this story contains depictions of violence and dark themes that some listeners may find disturbing. It is intended for a mature audience. This is a work of fiction. All characters, events, and incidents are products of the author's imagination. Viewer discretion is advised.
A cold breeze has been blowing. The sky was as clear as it can get. The weather was rather cold. A crescent has been shining up in the sky, and amid it, a shadow was standing there upon the top of a house, breathing and sweating. There's fear in his eyes, a wound on his lower abdomen. From where blood has been pouring down drop by drop, he has a sword in one hand, as his other hand has been pressing against the wound, trying to stop the bleeding. A little far from him, upon another house, just a couple of houses away from him, there's another shadow standing there, also breathing in such weather, and has his eyes pierced on him. It has a naginata in one hand, and the other hand has been clenched into a fist. There was a brief pause between them, before the other shadow took a deep breath, and ran forward from there, moving as fast as he can. Been taking a couple of jumps from there, he was there on that roof. Been taking a jump up from there, he would swing his naginata at him. "Give me that ring," cried the shadow. As he pulled himself back from there, using the sword as a shield, he was just dodging his attacks while moving back from there. He did not intend to give him the ring. He is wearing it on his ring finger of his left hand, the one he's been holding to the wound. It's a shiny silver ring, with a green emerald on top of it, and that ring is the reason for their quarrel. "Over my dead body," cried the first one. "As you wish then," replied the second one as he struck again. He had to use both of his hands to hold the sword and stop that attack of his. A little far from where they were, at the top of another house, there's both an eagle sitting there with his wings spread around, and eyes being stuck on them. He can sense blood there, and has been waiting for any one of them to die there so he can have a feast later. Wherever they are going, wherever they are moving, he is following them, moving along with them. The battle has been dragged on so long, as they both succumb to exhaustion, but their determination won't fall until they achieve what they desire. But the one with the wound seems to be exhausted more than the other. And that was the reason he got weak there. His vision got a little blurry, and he lost his arm. One strike from naginata, and his hand chopped from his wrist. Being there at the edge, the ring-bearing hand has fallen down from there. Before his hand could reach it, an eagle emerged out of nowhere. Holding it in talos, the eagle flew far. He followed the eagle for a while, threw his naginata at him, but eagle dodged it, went up high in the sky, and within a moment or so, he was just gone from there. Him been standing there with a heavy breath, he just cried and watched the eagle been vanishing in the darkness, cursing him, as that's all he can do there and nothing else, just curse the eagle and move on with everything that has happened. During an afternoon, the bells strike, marking the end of the school. Soon the street were filled with children of different ages, been moving around. Some were headed away from there. Some were having snacks at the side of the road. There were parents who came to take their children home. Some have rickshaw pull them, some has carriage, and some were just on their feet. Everything seems fine there on the front, but not at the back side of the school. No, around that school, there were houses have been made, and at the back of it, there's a ground, whose boundaries have been extended to a greater height. There are trees being planted all over around those boundaries, and at the top of those trees, there were birds, resting the shadows of the trees, and among those birds there was a young boy, wearing the school dress, and has been sitting there at the top of that boundary. He wasn't watching birds there, or resting in the shadows, rather he has his eyes on somewhere else. A little far from there, on the backside, there's a house. That was a single-story house, painted maroon, and in that house, there lives a family of 4 parents and their 2 daughters. The daughters live in the room above, where he is looking at this very moment. That house is nearby, and the girls who lives in there are from his school. He knows them both, but they aren't even aware of his existence. One day he saw them accidentally, and since then, he has made it his routine, has been reaching home. The first thing those girls do is to Yurikoma, obviously change into different clothes. And he watches them, as they changes into different clothes. He watches them, breaths heavily, and rub his chest there. A sort of creepy smile comes on his face, and a desire, about which he is certain, that it will never came true, but he still hopes for it. He hasn't been caught yet, but maybe sometime in the future he might get caught, but on that day, something has happened there, something which startled him a little. An eagle came flying out of nowhere and fly by him with a rather great speed that it startled him, making him fall down from the wall. He did not hit his head, just sprain his ankle, although that too was a painful thing there. He was just groaning with pain, been trying to move his foot, but no, it hurts badly. And as for that eagle, he was sitting there at the tree, looking down at him, been holding a ring in his hand. That was the same eagle as before. It has devoured that hand, but kept the ring for some reasons. Maybe he has been mesmerized by it, or maybe there's something else, some other reasons. But there was no remorse in his eyes, as he has been looking at that kid. And the kid saw him too, been filled with pain and rage. The kid grabbed a stone from the ground, and strike the eagle. The eagle saw it coming, and been spreading his wings. He flied away from there. Something fall on his head, he felt it, he rubbed his head and looked around from there, wondering what has fell on his head. Then he saw something shiny on the ground. It was the ring. He grabbed that ring, and just stared at it for a moment or so. It looked rather expensive to him. Is it white gold or platinum? He wondered to himself, as he already knew about the emerald. Been mesmerized by the beauty of it, he wore the ring in his left hand, and just stared at it. That ring, he found it beautiful. Before he rose up from there, sweeping his clothes with his hands, he started to walk away from there, although he was walking with a limp now, and angry about everything that has happened there, but kept looking at the ring on and on. There's something familiar about it, but what, he couldn't understand there, but he has this feeling that this ring belongs to him now. The ring works in a mysterious way. It slowly containment person from inside, in stages, beginning with lust, then homicide and cannibalism, but he was already a lustful person. The ring has realized it as soon as he wore it, so it did not take it long for it to make those thoughts a bit worse. It was like the ring has bypassed the first step there. Each day that has been passing by there, the lust inside of him is growing on, and for each and everyone he sees, irrespective of who was she, or how old was she. Prominently, there were 3 women for whom his lust has grown a little more than the others. The girl he watches after school, one of his teacher, and his mother. Each day, he watches them. His mind fills with the dreadful thoughts. There are things he has started to desire, but never acted on them. He holds himself back from doing them. His consciousness is there. He can't control the thoughts he is having now. But he also knows that these thoughts are not good, they are evil, at least the ones he is having for his mother. He has started to maintain distance from her, and now has focused on that girl, as he is aware of the fact that she is the only one who might be able to fulfill his thoughts, as his teacher will only get him in trouble and nothing else. So with that thought, he made a move in a few days, told her about his feelings, not the lustful one, no, rather some fabricated ones. That involves love. But from there he got rejection, and nothing else, something which he didn't like. He couldn't bear the fact that she said no to him, as he was certain of his decision there. A rage was born on it. Along with a sort of hatred towards her, he watches her every day. She still isn't aware of him doing it. He relives himself to her, and this went on for a few days before there came a day, when he saw an opportunity there one day. He realizes that she is all alone. He was watching her, when he saw her mother and sister been getting out, leaving her all by herself. Seeing this opportunity, he thought to pay her a visit there. He knocked on her door, still in his school dress. "Who is it?" she asked. As he answers, she opens the door for him. "What are you doing here?" he questions her. And he just smiles at her. "Can I come in?" he asks her. She thought for a moment there. "I need to talk to you about what I said earlier. I think I might have hurt you." He took a little pause there, and was about to say something else there, before she asks him to get inside. She closed the door behind as he was in there. The sun was shining up in the sky, the birds were resting on the branches of the trees, and animals in the shadows of those trees, and everyone else who was there at home, they were asleep, having their afternoon nap. He is in there for a long time now, been dressing himself up. She was laying there on the floor, in the middle of her living room, bare, and been drawing in the pool of her own blood. There's pestle laying there on the ground, been covered in blood, a crack on her forehead, and he just have involved in a criminal sexual conduct with her. But this isn't the end. No, there's more to come. As he dressed himself there, he went to the bathroom, take a leak, showered his face, washed his hands, and been taking a deep breath. He pat his heart, and as he felt calm there, he returned to her, started at her for a moment there with a smirk on his face. "You look beautiful," he said as he sighed, and rubbed his tummy there, before he turned towards the kitchen. "Let's see if you are beautiful from inside too or not," he said, as he grabbed a knife from